So hello everyone, Stoking campfires at Camp Cod is the very first of the Week 9 challenges, which I'll be covering how to complete all of them today. Now obviously this challenge is incredibly simple, you all know how to stoke a campfire. You can see right here, needs 30 wood just like that. Obviously in a game of Team Rumble, you can get 150 wood, 150 brick, and 150 metal to make stoking campfires really easy. Now you must stoke 3 different campfires and I'll show you where to find them now. But first let's get into where to find Camp Cod. Now in terms of where Camp Cod is, you kinda need to know where it is to complete this challenge, so I'll show you where it all is now. But first, 10 seconds real quick, if this is your first time here and you want to learn how to complete your challenges fast, get better at Fortnite quickly and improve at all sorts of Fortnite things, be sure to subscribe and notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Right now I'm trying to get to 30,000 and that would help me out tremendously. Alright, so if you open here in the map, we can see it is just down right over here. It's this big island. At the start of the season this island was all covered in water, but now all the water has risen down. There's this big island right over here at the very back of the map. As you can see, it is just southeast of Misty Meadows and southwest of Caddy Corner. It is actually really hard to miss. It's this huge island, nobody ever goes there. So of course, just head in right over to this island. You can see the entrance right over there by this flag that says Camp Cod. In terms of where to find the campfire, be sure to take note here. So when you enter, you have this bridge right over here. You have this bus block in the way, so maybe you want to glide in and make things a little bit easier with the glider. Then you're going to want to rotate all the way over here. Of course, harvest a few of these trees unless you're in Team Rumble and already have enough wood so you can stoke a campfire, because once again, it takes 30 wood to stoke a campfire. Then of course we're going to walk in right over here, and as you can see, laying just over here by this chest, and of course an item spawn right now, we have chug splashes, a campfire will spawn, so of course just ignite the campfire, and then immediately after, light it one more time with wood to stoke it. Alright, so now onto where to find campfire number 2. Now if we head over in this direction, I know things may sound a little different, may look a little different, I'm actually in a different game this round, that's why. And we're going to head over in this direction, towards this area you can see over here. Let's grab a couple of mats real quick, there we go, 30 exactly, and as you can probably tell, campfire number 2 is going to spawn right here. Let's light it, and then of course we're going to stoke it. Now it's by this building over here with the little water tower, and you can see it's over here on the east side of Camp Cod, so of course head over to this campfire and then stoke it. Pretty much just a straight line from the previous campfire. Now campfire after that's actually kind of tricky, or any really mats of any kind to be able to get to it, simply because if we head up right over here, you can jump up onto the roof of this building and take a right. We actually head down here. We can actually see campfire will spawn right over here towards the edge of Camp Cod, surprisingly. I don't leave yet. I'll show you where on the map it is because it's a little bit confusing. Let's just light it real quick. I don't have enough mats to stoke it, but that's okay because I'm just explaining it to you all for now. Anyway, on the map, you can see right over here. It's on the far northeast side of the map. You can actually go to this one first if you want us right by this water, right over here by Camp Cod, and as you can see, the storm's coming. Anyway, as long as you just head over this roof, you can get a pretty good view of pretty much all of Camp Cod, including where this fire is. And as long as you do that, you'll complete this challenge relatively easily. So now you know how to stoke up a campfire at Camp Cod, but don't leave just yet because next up we will cover how to collect metal at Hydro 16, and then after that how to gas up a vehicle Caddy Corner, which trust me you don't want to miss. And then after that, the best strategies for how to complete the rest of the challenges, including how to eliminate 70, yeah you heard me right, 70 henchmen or marauders, 3 players at the Fortilla, along with an insanely quick route for searching chests along with ammo boxes at Pleasant Park and Misty Meadows. So don't leave just yet because you don't want to miss out on anything. So now we're in the second challenge, which is to collect 200 metal from Hydro 16. This challenge is once again really simple, of course, as long as you know where Hydro 16 is, and as long as you know how to collect metal. Now I actually forgot to go into Team Rumble this round. I'm still in a game of solos, but as you can see, I'm getting about 30 metal from each of these objects, but if I am correct, I believe you get like 50-60% more in Team Rumble, so of course, be sure to have some materials in Team Rumble. Either way, at Hydro 16, there are plenty of metal objects, as you can see, like these little things right over here that are great for harvesting metal from, along with there are things like this one right over here. Okay, someone's here, I gotta be careful. But you can see there are things on the walls, there are various stairs and other things in this building. You can of course go around looking for other things like these little walkways for collecting metal, but I think you all get the point. Right now, we are almost getting to 200 metal, and then I'll show you where Hydro 16 is, because obviously, you kind of need to know where Hydro 16 is if you want to complete this challenge. Alright, there we go. 200 metal exactly. Alright, a lot of you probably already know Hydro 16, of course, that's why I wasn't too eager to get into it. It's this big dam, you can see a golden XP going up there too. So it is this giant dam, it is right over here on the Fortnite map, just east of Misty Meadows in west of Stoking Swamp. Once again, this thing wasn't here a few weeks ago when the water level was raised up. It was here in Season 1 and Season 2, but then when the water level rose, this dam was nowhere to be found. But now that the water has gone down a fair amount, this dam is here once again, so of course, just land at this pretty beautiful dam. It actually looks pretty cool, honestly. And of course, head into this building right over here. Don't worry, this building does count as Hydra 16, and then collect metal. But honestly, guys, as long as you know where Hydra 16 is, and of course collect metal, ideally in a game of Team Rumble, because a lot of people will probably be trying to complete this challenge. Anyway, as long as you do that, this challenge should be overall pretty easy to complete. So now we're on the third challenge, which is gas up a vehicle over a caddy corner. Now obviously you guys all know where caddy corner is, it's a name location on the map, but as you can see, we can't do this in Team Rumble, it has to be in solos, because vehicles don't spawn in Team Rumble. There are also henchmen everywhere and players everywhere, so you gotta be really careful. I'm gonna go for this thing right over here, this truck, maybe drive around, knock over some of these henchmen. Also, if you're able to, maybe it's a little less crowded, right over here you can see there's a telephone booth, so maybe you can go in right over here, get into the telephone booth, so you're able to disguise yourself. There's someone healing right over here, so I gotta be careful. I'm gonna grab in this truck and drive around. Anyway, I'm sure you guys all know how to gas up a vehicle, especially if you watch my video on how to drive cars. Of course, watch that video with the iCard up in the corner. Of course, go to this gas station right over here before anyone blows it up, then throw gas on it like this. Also, gas canister I am sure will work. And that's all. Only must gas up a vehicle one time. I believe that only means 1%, and it is that simple. So of course, be really careful of all these players. Maybe grab yourself a gun. Thankfully, though, since I'm a henchman, I'm not being killed by the henchmen, though the players are killing me, and yeah, that's gonna happen. But I think you guys all get the point. As long as you're careful to be quick and kind of discreet about this, to try and, grab a truck early on and hope that players don't shoot you, you should be able to complete this challenge with relative ease. So now you have a good idea of how to complete all the location-based challenges and exactly where you must go. And while personally I find them to be quite difficult to figure out, they are certainly not the hardest challenges here, so don't leave just yet, because right now we're going to cover the best and quickest way to eliminate 70 henchmen or marauders, and then after that, exactly what you must do to easily get 3 eliminations at the Fortilla, and finally a couple of overpowered routes for searching both ammo boxes and chests that will make doing so a breeze. So stick around, because it would suck to miss out on what's coming up. Alright, so now we're on the 4th challenge and then the 5th challenge, which to eliminate 7 henchmen or marauders, then eliminate 70 henchmen or marauders. Of course, this latter 2 over worth a team. We'll go into that a little bit more in just a second. Of course, right now we're in the bus, because you can see our rotation is right up here. Here's what you're going to do. So the bus flies from here to here, and as you know, people are probably going to be at caddy corner where henchmen spawn, of course, because that's where the bus flew over first. And then people might be at the Fortilla, because the bus kind of flew on that later on. So of course, we're not going to want to land caddy corner, we're going to want to ride the bus all the way till the very end, because you want to go to the spy base with the least amount of players. Of course, if there's a spy base up here, that's even better to go to, probably like the Authority or something, but I'm going to be honest, I recall there's the Authority, caddy corner, and the Fortilla as spy bases, but I don't remember any other spy bases. I feel like they might be 1 or 2 more, but I don't recall this season. I'm just going to go to the Fortilla for now, but hopefully only 1 or 2 players will go here, but things are relatively spread out, so hopefully avoiding players shouldn't be too difficult. Now when it comes to eliminating henchmen, that's real easy. We're going to land, grab a chest like a gun, really any gun should do. I like this chest up in the turbine, because you can just jump right down here and go straight to the henchman right over here. So you're the first henchman just sitting here minding his own business. I'm lagging a bit, but there you go, he's dead. Of course, shake him down so you can see where all of his henchmen pals are. So we can see right over here, he has a henchman pal. Oh, I'm being shot at by him, okay. Right around the corner, so we can walk up to him and hopefully not die to the henchman guy. I gotta be really careful here so I don't die. If I actually died at this challenge. Oh, my ping's so bad right now. It's a great excuse, guys. Alright, there we go. We got the henchman battle. Let's throw in this medkit, because... Anyway, we're back at the 14 now, so I can finish explaining this challenge. Of course, now it's a little bit more of a cold drop, so hopefully we're not going to be shot in the back again. That was kind of rude, to be honest. Anyway, eliminating 70 henchmen, that is a quite large number. Of course, it takes a minute to get between each henchman. It's quite the challenge. So, of course, whoa, this is Ocean. No. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. This guy just stole my gun. Hopefully I'm not going to die here. So I'm just going to grab a charged shotgun and... Okay, I think I'm just going to stay in the air here. Even more players are still coming into the Fortilla. Why? I don't know. Anyway, back to the challenge. Eliminating 70 henchmen or marauders is definitely quite a challenge. Henchmen are, of course, easy, which is why we are at the Fortilla. Now, in terms, I'm gonna head over to the lake. Of course, to eliminate 70 henchmen, you can actually use party system, making things a whole lot easier. And that is up to 4 people in total who can help you with completing that challenge. Of course, you can't go in Team Rumble anyway, considering henchmen and marauders don't even spawn in Team Rumble. Anyway, if you need a squad to play with to help you go around, these different locations, eliminate henchmen. Maybe, one person could go each location. One go to the Fortilla, one go Caddy Corner, maybe one goes to the Authority, probably two goes to Fortilla considering how many times I've died today. But you could easily probably get 20 to 30 within a single game of like 5 minutes. You can complete the challenge within 15 minutes, so of course, feel free to make friends in the comments below so you have people to help you complete this challenge. And like I always do, I'll be hearting all the comments that I see of those you guys looking for friends to play with to make sure all your comments show up at the very top to make sure you can make friends to help you with this challenge. Anyway, I mean, that's all. This challenge is pretty easy, but considering how many times I've died, oh no, it's another guy. It seems to be pretty challenging, but in theory, this challenge is pretty simple to complete. So now we're on the 6th challenge, which is get 3 eliminations at the Fortilla. Now you're going to want to let the Fortilla in a game of solos. Roughly when it's a hot drop, as you can see, the bus flew near, but if we can learn anything from the challenge before, players are always going to be going to Fortilla because they just want to kill me. Alright, I see one guy here. I thought there'd be more considering our bad luck from before, but we'll see. Okay, it looks like some players will go here. Anyway, you're going to want to grab a gun early on, like a hunting rifle like this, or maybe a better gun, a henchman shooting at me. Okay. Alright, and assault rifle right here. And the idea here is we're going to want to push players early on while they're still looting and trying to get decent weapons for themselves. Of course, there'll be a lot of players going to Fortilla for you because there's people going to want to do this challenge right away, so this Fortilla is going to be packed, so you should not have any trouble finding opponents. Except nobody went there that time. That is just their luck. Don't worry, it's completely fine because you can see we're in a new round now where it's a bit more of a hot drop, so players are hopefully going to be coming here. So here's the plan. I'm going to land somewhere and get a gun really early on. So let's see. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to die to the henchman. I'm calling it right now. Come on. Get the assault rifle. Alright. Alright, so we now have a hunting rifle and an assault rifle. That's amazing. Hopefully our opposing players won't have that. So I'm going to go. You see this guy right here? He's... Oh. What is our luck today? I mean, we've died at the Fortilla so many times. Alright, so I spent the last 10-15 minutes trying to get into another game of good rotation in Fortilla, so players will be here. Of course, do keep in mind that there'll be players every round for you guys, because the challenges are not out when I'm recording this video. I pre-record them and get them out as early as possible for you all, because it takes me days on end to edit them, so don't worry, there'll be plenty of players for you guys. Alright, so I'm going to go and grab a pistol or assault rifle right over here. Let's look for a player. Oh, right there? Alright. Gonna shoot him like that. Right there. It's also a player by the shark, it seems. You're not gonna get me this time, henchman. Okay, I'm being shot at by the player now. He's one shot. Got him, finally. There we go, just like that. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to go around and get 3 eliminations because I want to get this video out for you. I don't want to waste any more time, on this one in particular challenge. But I think you'll get the point. There'll be plenty of players going here for you. So all you need to do is land at the Fortilla a couple of times in a couple of rounds, grab a gun early on, and push all the players who you see does not have as good of a gun as you do, or at least no gun at all. And I mean, as long as you do that, you'll complete this relatively easy challenge. Okay, so finally we're done with the Fortilla. We're not going back there again, don't worry. So now we're on the 7th and final challenge, which is search 7 chests over at Pleasant Park. This challenge is incredibly simple as long as you know it's actually pretty overpowered chest route to search 7 chests in probably less than a minute if you're careful to do this quickly. Of course, I'm going to take a bit longer simply because I want to show you all this route. Anyway, obviously you're going to want to land a doghouse. Right over here there are 3 chests that you all probably should have memorized. I'd be disappointed if you haven't memorized these 3 chests because such a crucial, probably one of the best houses in Fortnite. One of the most iconic, it's been here for so long, longer than I can remember. Of course, you should all know it spawns at the northeast side of Pleasant Park. And the very first chest, of course, will be right over here, actually under this tile. I always break this tile, but it doesn't matter. It spawns right here. Then, of course, there's an ong, which is nice, but right around here, on the second roof, we actually have a blue chest, which is pretty legendary. It's a legendary chest, obviously. Then after the second roof, in the first roof, of course, there's actually not this roof over here for the third roof, but actually doghouse. Obviously, it's the doghouse house. You should all know it. And it looks like our teammates are coming around looting some chests, which is unfortunate, but I can still show you all this route. So maybe land on it when it's a little further from the bus into your room because the bus flew right over it. Anyway, the next chest is right up here. It's second red house. You can see spawns right over here on the roof. Then you can just jump right back down, head through this door over here, and under right here under the stairs, you can find chest number 5. Then, of course, after that, we can head to our third and final house with another 2 chests. Of course, our teammates here stole it, which is not cool. So, of course, if that does happen to you, go around, just grab these other few houses. It shouldn't be too much. There'll be a chest over there and a chest over there. You all get the point. But first chest spawns right over here. Our teammate did steal it, of course. And then, of course, in the second roof right over here, you can see our 7th and final chest will spawn. Of course, you could just break the roof, but regardless of what you do, chest number 7 spawns here, and you'll complete the final of the week 9 challenges. Now don't leave yet. If you want to learn how to complete your challenges fast, get better at Fortnite quickly, and improve at all sorts of Fortnite things, be sure to subscribe with notifications to help me hit my goal of 30,000. And click here to watch another video where me and my friend try to win a game of Fortnite while only using cars. But that's all I have for now, and I will see you all later.